What is up, everybody? And in today's video, I'm gonna be walking you through a full day on my 6-month cut. If you're trying to lose weight and don't know what foods to eat or how to make them, or if you don't know what amount of cardio and exercise you should be doing, I'll be showing you everything that I do in a day to lose weight. And if you just wanna follow along with my journey, make sure you like and subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss out on new monthly updates. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'll be showing you how much weight I've lost so far. And let's get into it. The first thing that I do in the morning is take my supplements, which is a men's daily multivitamin and creatine. Then for my first meal of the day, which is my pre-workout meal, which is steamed sweet potato with 6 fried eggs and a little maple syrup. Step 1, weigh out 300 grams of sweet potatoes. You don't have to do 300 grams, but I'm just showing you what I personally do. Step 2, using a fork, poke tiny holes in the sweet potatoes. This is so the potato steams properly and cooks fully. Step 3, use a wet washcloth or towel to wrap the potatoes fully. Note, paper towels will not work. Step 4, microwave it for 10 minutes. But this does vary for different amounts, so check periodically with a fork to see if it's fully cooked. Step 5, while the potatoes are steaming, get a pan, preferably a cast iron pan, and turn it to medium-high heat. Step 6, using an oil spray bottle like this, spray a little bit of oil. Now, if you don't have a spray bottle like this, you can use a spray bottle from the store. But make sure it's a little bit of oil because those calories add up. Step 7, once the pan is hot, crack 6 eggs into the pan. It doesn't matter which way you cook it, but as long as you don't add anything to it besides seasonings, you'll be fine. Step 8, since I'm doing sunny side up, immediately put a lid on the pan. Doing this prevents the eggs from sticking and ensures the egg gets cooked without fully cooking the yolk. Step 9, once the egg white is fully cooked and the yolk is soft to the touch, immediately take the pan off the burner and put the eggs on a plate. Oh, and don't forget to add some salt and pepper. And step 10, once the potatoes are done, simply just cut it up and put it on the plate. Since this is my pre-workout meal, I like to add some maple syrup just for some simple carbs to help with my workout. And I would eat this around 30 minutes before your workout. And here are the macros on screen. Next, we gotta go work out, so I'll see you there. All right, so we made it to the gym and we're starting with 30 minutes of low intensity cardio. Now, the important part is the low intensity. So you don't want to be running before or after your workout because you want to be able to have a good workout and not be tired from the cardio you did before. Or if you do it after, you don't want to have your body trying to repair your legs after you did high intensity cardio. So that way your body only focuses on the workout that you just did. Now, you can either do it before or after, or you can split it up, which is sometimes what I do is I just do 15 minutes before and then I do 15 minutes after. Especially when you're cutting, cardio is important because the more cardio you do, the more food that you can eat. So I'm burning around 250 to 300 calories every day when I do cardio. So those 300 calories, I can eat more food, which means I'm not hungry all the time. If you want to lose fat, you can either increase your cardio or lower your calories. So you can find a middle ground and not lower your calories too much, so that way you don't start losing muscle. But I'm gonna do this for 30 minutes and then we're gonna get to the workout. All right, so this is right after cardio. So I'm doing just a few warm-up sets. For tricep pushdowns, I really don't like using the rope. I prefer using the V-bar. So I would recommend giving this a shot. Since I'm cutting, I see a lot of people make a mistake when they're cutting. They lower the weight, they do less sets. When you cut, you're losing muscle, so you really want to retain the muscle that you've built during your bulk. So in some cases, it's actually better to slightly increase the weight because sometimes, especially if you're a beginner, you can actually build muscle while you're losing weight. But once you get more advanced, it's a lot harder. So like right now, during my cut, I'm not gonna be building pretty much any muscle, just maintaining what I've already built. And I'm doing 3 sets of this for 10 to 15 reps. I'm not really counting, I'm just going to failure, and that's about it. All right, so next we got single arm preacher curls. This is probably the best bicep exercise that you can do, in my opinion. I made a video about this. I'll have it in the description. I ranked the top 5 best bicep exercises, and this was by far #1. If you want more on why this is #1, go check that video out. But I'm doing 3 sets of this for 12 to 15 reps and going to failure. And for my left arm, just because I'm slightly underdeveloped, I do assisted reps with my right arm, but my right arm, I don't use my left arm for assisted reps, just because I'm trying to balance it out. You can definitely see there's a lot more definition than there was before. It just means I'm making progress, so I'm definitely happy. But that's about it. I've been working out consistently for 4 years, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't even know. Like, for example, the other day, I was watching a video on TikTok of this guy. He said something along the lines of the fat and flat stage, which is like the first few weeks you start your cut, which honestly makes a lot of sense because right now I feel honestly almost fatter than I did when I started, and there's almost less definition. There's some more definition. I can see some progress because I lost 7 pounds in my first week and I really didn't see that much of a difference. It actually almost looked worse. When you lose weight and you're in a deficit, your glycogen stores leave the muscle, which makes you look fat and flat at the same exact time, which means you're losing weight, but you look less defined and more bloated than you did before. And your fat might feel even like squishier than it did before. Don't be discouraged if that is happening to you, because that's happening to me right now. And I'm just gonna keep fighting through it. But if that's happening to you, that means you are losing weight. Just keep sticking to it. And then you will actually see the more definition, vascularity that you want to see. This is something new that I've been trying recently. Barbell skull crushers. I usually do cable tricep extensions, but these I find are way better. I don't know why they're better, but I love them. So if you haven't tried these yet, I would definitely try them. I'm doing 3 sets and 8 to 10 reps, going to failure, and that's about it. Once again, this is another new exercise that I've been trying. Incline dumbbell curls, but it's really important to do it with the neutral grip, not like this. Do it like this. That's really gonna isolate the long head of your bicep, because unlike preacher curls, the preacher curls focus on your short head, and you really want to build a well-rounded bicep. So you need to hit the long and short head pretty evenly. And once again, I'm going to as close as failure as I can, because I'm really trying to maintain as much muscle as I can and not lose the strength that I gained during my bulk. And then I'm doing 3 sets for 8 to 10 reps. Also, something very important to do on this exercise is to not throw around the weight. You really want to control it, especially on the eccentric of the movement, which is on the way back down. Because without that, you're just throwing up weight, which is just a waste of time. And if you really wanted to do cardio, you can just go on the treadmill. But that's about it, and we got one more exercise to do. So we got to the end of the workout pretty much. This is the last exercise that I'm doing. These are standing barbell bicep curls, probably the most fun bicep exercise you can do. And these also work your short head, but I know I already worked them on preacher curls, but I just enjoy doing these. So it's not gonna hurt to do some extra sets on the short head. And I'm not really going very heavy because I've already done a lot of volume on my arms today. I'm just doing 3 sets for 8 to 10 reps, and I'm going to failure. And I'm ready to go home, so I'll see you there. All right, so it's after the workout, and this is the most important time to consume protein. So we're gonna be having a protein shake. Step 1, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Make sure to keep it unsweetened for less calories. Step 2, 1 scoop of protein powder, preferably vanilla flavored. Step 3, 1 cup of any frozen fruit. Personally, I chose frozen mangoes, but the lower calorie the fruit, the better. Step 4, a dash of vanilla extract. And step 5, simply just blend it up. And here are the macros on screen. A lot of the times, the simpler something is to make, it tastes better and is better for you. So don't make weight loss harder than it has to be. Stick to the basics and don't overcomplicate it. Next is the second meal of the day, if you don't count the protein shake, which is turkey fried rice. Step 1, put a pan on the burner, preferably a stainless steel pan, and turn it to medium-high heat. Step 2, make sure that the pan is hot enough. To see if it's hot enough, put a few drops of water on it, and if they bounce around like beads, that means it's good. Step 3, spray a little bit of oil on the pan, and again, you can use a spray bottle from the store. Step 4, put 16 ounces of lean ground turkey on the pan, preferably 93.7. Apparently some people don't know this, but you're supposed to weigh the meat before you cook it, and that applies to all food, by the way. And don't forget to season it: garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and salt. Step 5, once the turkey is almost fully cooked, add 1.5 cups of white rice. Make sure to constantly scrape the food with a spatula because it will stick. Step 6, add 1 cup of mixed vegetables and continue to stir. Then immediately take it off the burner and you're done. But here are the macros on screen. Now, there are a bunch of other little things that I eat throughout the day just to reach my protein and calorie limit, but I'm not gonna waste your time with that. But I will say this: your diet is the most important thing that you can control when it comes to weight loss. Cardio and working out is important, but 80% of what it takes to lose weight is your diet, and the other 20% is everything else. So make sure that you eat healthy foods, hit your macros, and don't eat too much. Well, it's about that time where I show you how much weight I've lost so far, so let's go see. Before we get into it, here are my total daily macros. All right, so we made it to the weigh-in. Currently, at the time I'm filming this, this is week 4 of the cut. So let's get this done. 227 pounds. Let's go. Compared to last week, this is a really big improvement because last week I didn't lose any weight, and this week I've lost 2 pounds, so I'm very happy. And starting from day 1, in total we're down 12 pounds. I'm starting to see some definition, which is good, especially with my abs. I can actually kind of see them now, but there's a lot more to be done and I'm nowhere near finished. This is only episode 1 of my cut, and there will be 5 more episodes. So every month I'm going to be posting a new episode, so make sure you like and subscribe with your notifications on so you don't miss out on the next episode. I'll see you guys in the next one.